Okay, guys, today I'm going to do another video. It's in relation to the video I did yesterday. I gave a shout out to Guns for Everyone. They're having some problems with the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Department in the issuance of concealed carry permits for those who have attended competitions. Notice I put plural in there because what they're saying is that if an individual just does one competition, they do not qualify, or that doesn't qualify for their concealed carry permit. And that is not what the law says. And I'm going to further that with some more research that I have right here. And it has everything to do with the context to which a law was written and how a law is supposed to be interpreted. Here is Colorado Revised Statute 2-4-101. Words and phrases shall be read in context and construed in accordance to the rules of grammar and common usage. Words and phrases that have acquired the technical or particular meaning, whether by legislative definition or otherwise, shall be construed accordingly. Okay, sounds pretty good. Now, Arapahoe County Sheriff's Department, they say that the word competitions is plural, and therefore somebody would have to do at least 2 competitions in order to show proficiency. Okay, well, one, that's incorrect, and 2, you're denying somebody's right to keep and bear arms throughout the entire state because there's places like Denver that do not allow open carry in the state. So there's that. Now, if you want to say competitions is plural, well, riddle me this, Batman. What about this one, which is Colorado Revised Statutes? And listen to this carefully, okay? Just listen to this carefully. The singular includes the plural, and the plural includes the singular. I had somebody come read it, somebody who's way smarter than I am, like eons smarter than I am. They said the exact same thing I thought. And, by the way, I did a little Bing search, and the Bing search produced this. The phrase refers to the grammatical principle that indicates that when a term is used in the singular form, it can be interpreted in the plural form, and vice versa. So there's that. I'm sorry, I'm here in the hotel now. I had some rain was coming in. I'm in Alaska on a work assignment, and anyway, so I was trying to get some scenery behind me instead of just this wall and bed and chair. But I also did a ChatGPT search, and this is what it reads. So the question is, what does the singular includes the plural and the plural includes the singular mean? The phrase is a rule of interpretation you'll often see in laws, contracts, and formal documents. It means if something is written in singular form, it should be read to include the plural form. If something is written in plural form, it should be read to include the singular form. This prevents people from getting out of obligation or a right just because the wording is technically singular or plural. That's pretty valid right there. That's exactly what we're arguing here. This is the Colorado Revised Statute that we're going to hang our hat on because they're taking a technically plural word, but it means singular in this context because they have to read the entire statute, of course. So we're going to continue with C.R.S. 2-4-201, and that's subsection 1, B, and C is what we're going to really focus on, but there's A, B, C, D, and E. But we're going to focus on the B and the C here, which B says the entire statute is intended to be effective and a just and reasonable result is intended. So no one would sit here and say that it's reasonable for someone that competed in a competition would have to compete in 2 competitions to be proficient. That doesn't make any sense, okay? You don't need 2 certificates saying that you completed 2 different concealed carry classes. You don't need 2 DD-214s, for example. You don't need a law enforcement certificate and a military certificate. You don't need an NRA certificate and a USCCA certificate. You don't need any of that stuff. You don't need 2 of anything. And now Arapahoe County Sheriff's Department is saying you need 2 certificates or at least 2 competitions that you've competed in to show your proficiency. That doesn't make any sense. It's absurd, and it's not what the law is intended to be. Hey, look, I'm an AOR affiliate. I believe in their product. I believe in their program. I encourage you to check out the link below. Use my affiliate link to get signed up today. You need only 3 things to be covered by AOR if you have to defend yourself. And that's 1, you have to be an AOR member, period. I mean, that's pretty simple, plain and dry. 2, you have to, in good faith, assert self-defense, okay? So if you were attacked and there was an imminent threat and you had to defend yourself either with physical force or deadly physical force, you have to be able to do that in good faith. Basically meaning you can't go murder somebody and then claim self-defense. That's not how it works. And then 3, you have to be charged or reasonably likely to be charged with a crime, whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony. Doesn't matter. There's a lot of other provisions out there that they have. For example, they're gonna reimburse your firearm. For example, they're going to cover some of the cleanup. They're going to provide monies for psychological aftermath training or aftermath counseling. Excuse me. They're going to do a bunch of other stuff outside of just defending you in the court of law. So check out my affiliate link below. Do your research. Like I said, I don't promote anything I don't believe in. There's a few things that I do believe in when it comes to this firearm stuff. And that is AOR, that is Mantis, that is dry fire mag. And obviously I believe in going to shoot and shoot a lot and shoot right. So go check that out, and we'll see you later. Tech out.